Hello and welcome to Research Academy's YouTube channel. Today we'll talk about how to crack AILET PG exam of 2024 in 90 days. So before we start with the video, we have a quick announcement. There's a CLAT PG scholarship test. It is free for all, so you can register for this from the link given in your description box and you can earn up to 100% scholarship. So please appear for the test. It is on 17th September, that is Sunday. Now coming to the video, AILET PG has recently changed its pattern again. So earlier they used to ask English portion subjective questions, but now the pattern has been changed for 2024, which is a very good news for all of us who are preparing for this exam. So let's see, on 7th August applications have opened. Last date for submitting applications is 13 November and your exam will be held on 10 December 2023. So you have approximately 90 days to prepare for this exam. Now we all know that AILET PG is very competitive because there are very less number of seats and the criminal law specialization offered in LL.M from AILET is actually very good. So naturally the competition is quite high and it requires a very focused preparation, of course. So let's look at the pattern. The test will be only MCQ based now. There will be 100 MCQs of 1 mark each and 0.25 negative marking. And all of these questions will be from the legal area, the different branches of law, and the duration of the exam will be 120 minutes. You can look at the official notification as well, where they have told about the recent pattern of AILET 2024. Now, earlier the paper was lengthy because subjective part was also there, English questions were also there, but now they have only limited themselves to the legal questions and no English portion is going to be asked and no subjective questions. So now let's see how to prepare for AILET PG in 90 days. So पहले तो we'll look at the important subjects for AILET. Now AILET does not define its syllabus like CLAT does, but overall ये areas हैं जिसमें से generally AILET में questions आते हैं, that is constitutional law, criminal law. Criminal law includes IPC, CRPC, evidence law, everything. Contract law and also some understanding of company law. So commercial laws in general are asked. Then jurisprudence, PIL and law of torts. So these are some of the core subjects at AILET PG tests and you should focus your studies on these subjects. Additionally, if you're preparing for CLAT PG also, then those subjects will also come in handy for this AILET exam. Now let's see what are some important things that you need to remember. First is focusing on basic concepts because unlike CLAT PG, AILET PG does not have in its syllabus recent cases. That is not to say that they can't ask about recent legal events, but they generally like to focus on the basic concepts of law, the established position. So you should also focus on the basic concepts of all the law subjects that we saw in the previous slide. Second is you should practice application-based questions and reasoning questions because if you look at the AILET paper for the previous years, if you look at the legal questions, they are not very direct questions. So even in the MCQ format, they will be asking you application-based questions which can only be solved if you have a good conceptual knowledge. Secondly, they also like to ask legal reasoning questions from your law subjects. So try to practice these questions as much as possible to get into the habit of applying your legal concepts. Third is give special focus to criminal law because NLU Delhi is known for its criminal law specialization and even in the exam they like to test criminal law extensively. So in criminal law, don't just focus on substantial law, focus also on the procedural aspects which are given in CRPC and evidence law because they like to test the procedural aspects as well in this exam. So give special focus to criminal law and of course constitutional law, PIL, all of these are also important, but criminal law is also very important for AILET PG. Next is practice MCQs on the recent pattern because the pattern has changed. So you need to get into the habit of solving 100 questions in 120 minutes and the questions should be reasoning based and application based. So if you're practicing questions which are direct, that will not really help you in preparing for this exam. So do this MCQ practice on the recent pattern, take some mock tests so that you can get accustomed to this pattern. So lastly, the only remedy for any exam is practicing and revising. So that is something which will come in very handy for AILET PG. AILET PG is not very difficult, but because of the less number of seats, the competition becomes very tough. So if you like this video or if you have any questions, do drop them in the comment section. If you like this video, please like and share and subscribe to our YouTube channel.